possible to fix.
All right, we are live for the second time here tonight, the final time here tonight. More short track racing on NASCAR Heat 5 for the Food City 300 at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Our first race of the playoffs for the Xfinity Series version of the NASCAR Heat 5 career mode. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a lot of fun. We are in a situation where we're only 1 point above the cutoff line coming into this race. And this is already the round of 12. We had 13 different winners in the regular season, but only 12 of those guys were able to go to the playoffs. Chad Fincham was the one driver who was not able to. He did not have enough points, not only to get inside the top 20, but obviously that would have meant that the other 12 were ahead of him in points. So Fincham's win did not account for the playoffs. He won the second race at Daytona this season. But here we go in a race where we might have to win, honestly, to get into the next round, and so on and so forth. We'll just have to wait and see. We don't have a short track chassis still, so going into this race tonight, we're probably going to struggle. Richmond, we ended up finishing 26th, I believe, if I remember right, in that race, and we were pretty much outside the top 30 for most of the day, but we were able to strategize ourselves to get the best finish possible. We're going to have to do that likely again today. I don't see us finishing 8 laps down like we did last night. We qualified 26, so just by qualifying alone, we do have a better car today than what I had at Richmond last night. But we'll see how this is going to go. Joey Logano fan, R6, and Ernie Lassiter, welcome to the stream. 9 people already watching, anticipating what could possibly happen in this race today. Noah Gregson will be starting on the pole. Patrick Shadley, welcome to the stream as well. If we have to win, we have to win. Lap time this one. All right.
Almost ready.
Here we go. Green flag in the air. 300 laps under the lights at Bristol. Gregson leads the field to the green, one of the playoff drivers. Playoff drivers will be indicated in the red on the upper left-hand corner of the screen for these entire 7 races to the finish of the season. Allgaier quickly jumps ahead of his teammate to get to the lead. Look at Tim Hill sliding around in the middle of the pack right now. Definitely going to have to save tires and get as many points as possible. Now, Allgaier was the driver who was 1 point below Schneider coming into the playoffs here today. Schneider did have 2 wins in the regular season, winning way back at Atlanta in the 5th race of the year, and then the 25th race of the season at Darlington just 2 races ago.
Inside. All right.
And his team does not have a short track chassis. They're hoping by Martinsville, if not Phoenix, for the championship race. Assuming they're in the playoffs at that point in time, that they could maybe have a shot. Got to keep this car clean, keep it in shape to the end. That can be easier said than done at a track like Bristol, that's for sure. Like I said, Allgaier, Junior Motorsport, Chevrolet's battling back and forth here early. Who do you have to beat? The 12 playoff drivers, Noah Gregson, Justin Allgaier, Daniel Heinrich, Michael Led, all 4 Junior Motorsport Chevrolets. And then 2 of the Gibbs cars at Brandon Jones and Harrison Burton. Anthony Alfredo, as you see right there, is in the playoffs. Brandon Brown got a win and is in the playoffs also.
That was a better one.
Austin Cindric and Chase Briscoe are also in. I believe that would make up the 12 outside. Those are the 12 drivers.
Got one outside now.
Number 1 seed is Harrison Burton. He had 5 wins, finished 3rd in the regular season standings. His winningest driver on the season. He's 25 points above the cutoff line on Allgaier starting this round. That's not completely comfortable. It's just how competitive this Xfinity Series field has been this season. All 5 of those wins for Burton came in the first 13 races of the year. It looked like he might have had a shot to tie or maybe even break Briscoe's record for the most wins in an Xfinity Series season. Mathematically, he still has a shot at it. But in recent races, the 2 Junior Motorsport Chevrolets of Daniel Heinrich and Noah Gregson each getting 3 wins. Cindric's now got 3 wins on the season. And then the regular season champ was Chase Briscoe. Briscoe's the 3 seed in the playoffs.
Got one down low now.
Oh, David Starr. He's got into the back of C.J. McLaughlin as they battle for 32nd. That checked Starr off. Harmon and Schneider split him that time.
Careful.
Schneider's really faded back off the start. Trying to do everything he can right now. He's running 34th. finished 28th at Bristol earlier this season. Does have a little bit better equipment now. Got 82 on the engine, 79 on the aero, 79 on the suspension.
Got a car coming inside now.
Schneider finished 11th in the regular season standings.
Car outside, hold the line.
No playoff points for his regular season finish.
Car there on the inside.
Definitely struggled with consistency through most of the year. Trevor Grimes, welcome to the stream. Yes, we did make the playoffs. And we had 2 wins on the season, so that helped. The second win definitely helped us get in. It looked like we were going to point our way in even without the second win, but the second win was definitely precautionary, and those are 5 playoff points that can definitely help. 4 stage wins on the year for Schneider as well. Chase Briscoe had the most stage wins this season with 7.
Inside. All right, you're clear there.
Jason Burton at 5. Brandon Jones, I believe, at 6. Gregson and the rest of the leaders are already rumbling quick, trying to catch up to the back of this field. Schneider quickly on the inside of the block, trying to get around for 30 seconds. Schneider knows he's got to go here early. Cindric Gregson battling for the lead. Cindric's got it now. He'll lead his first lap of the race at the line. Schneider clears the block off the turn 4 position. Spencer Durham, welcome to the stream. CG McCullough so damn slow. Well, he got around him though. Tell you who's not slow, and that would be race leader Austin Cindric. 3 wide contact off of the exit of the corner. Cindric tries to move the 99 out of the way. He gets sideways, and Chase Briscoe's going to take over the race lead now.
Car outside, hold the line.
And Brandon Brown, who came into this race below the cutoff line, he's looking for the lead and has it. Brown got that upset win on the last short track race at Iowa. So that short track prowess coming into play again tonight, that is for sure. Schneider gets sideways, he goes around in front of Cindric and Briscoe. Straightens it out, the caution will wave. He's in the free pass position, and he kind of banged that car up a little bit. Entered into turns 3 and 4 a little too deep. He's going to have to pit to repair damage. Very lucky to be in the free pass position. Nearing 850 subs indeed. Still on that road to 1,000. We'll get there eventually. Appreciate all you guys coming out for both races tonight. So Schneider can't pit for tires there because he was the cause of the caution. Didn't pit to repair whatever damage he had. He was in the free pass position, so he got very, very lucky. And he also got very lucky he didn't DNF, because that could have been the end of the night immediately.
Got 1 down low now.
Green flag's back in the air, 64 laps to go in stage 1 after our first caution of the day. It flew on lap 18.
Careful, still there.
Remember, we only have 4 sets of tires for the Xfinity and the Truck Series races as well, so
Careful, still there.
no point of pitting for tires 15 laps in. I know Schneider's got a slow race car and he's going to struggle likely to stay on the lead lap, but
Inside.
got to save him later in the race.
Still there.
He got lucky he didn't have any major damage. He was able to repair it under the 5-second damage clock. Got into the back of the 93 McLaughlin there.
Careful, still there. Inside, inside.
Trying to work this upper groove.
Say hi, say
Actually
hi.
making a little bit of headway right now. He's inside the top 30.
Careful, still there.
3 wide with Jesse Little, Colby Howard.
Still there.
Heck of a task indeed.
Still there, inside.
Luckily, this is the only short track in the opening round of the playoffs. We go
Still there.
to Las Vegas and then the Charlotte Roval to finish out the round of 12. We do have, obviously, an intermediate package, but we also have a road course.
You're clear there.
Sorry, intermediate chassis, and then we also have a road course chassis too, so that's going to help big time.
Careful, still there.
back down to the bottom to try and work on Austin Hill. That's mainly because Austin Hill is on the top side. Slide job off four. Schneider beat him back to the gas that time and was easily able to clear him. Now he can go back to the top again. And it's working out the best. Schneider's last of the playoff drivers at 26th right now. That's why we had so many different winners. Again, 13 in the regular season, but only 12 of them made the playoffs. There's still some strong cars that did not win. Both the Collie cars missed the playoffs because they didn't have wins with Justin Haley and Ross Chastain. Chastain would have been the first guy out on points. He was ninth in the regular season standings. Riley Hurst in a Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota did not make it despite his teammate Brandon Jones getting the win. And then his other teammate Harrison Burton getting 5 wins on the season. Burton again the most winningest driver so far this year. Definitely a lot faster on the top, it seems like. Looking to try and get around Timmy Hill for 25th.
Still there.
Big block down to the bottom by Jeff Green on Jeffrey Earnhardt. Schneider's underneath Timmy Hill now for position. Slide job into 3 and 4. Slides up in front. Top 25, he's trying to get away. Brandon Brown is coming through this field. Try to get there. Mike Jr. got held up. Schneider's going to chop down to the bottom underneath him now through 3 and 4. Matt Mills had a great day at Richmond, finished second. Really pulled off a miracle to get his way into the playoffs, but he fell just short. He's running currently 22nd on the grid.
Got one down low now. Clear load, clear load. Stay high up here.
Hectic lap traffic around race leader Brandon Brown. Brown would have technically had that 12th and final spot in the playoffs. He was last of everybody with a win that didn't make it in. But he was ahead of Fincham.
Careful. Still there.
That was good news there for Brandon. Getting that 12th spot. He was 17th at the end of the regular season.
Careful. Still
In
there.
the standings. Inside the top 20 to qualify with that win for the playoffs. He did just enough to make it. But he's proven that he's not going to waste a spot in his underfunded equipment. He wants to go as far as he can. The win here would just be very, very crucial. Now this is obviously one of the bigger races, the playoffs, just with the unknown of Bristol Motor Speedway in general. Nobody wants to know the unknown of the Charlotte Roval race, especially with that being the cutoff race in this one.
Stay on the bottom.
This is playoff traveling to the 99 to Schneider. He had a great run through 1 and 2 to get around Mills.
Got one up top.
The cars on the outside of Clements and Hurst. Allow for the 99 to clear, but that time Schneider actually gets around Clements as well through turns 3 and 4. Chase Briscoe, by the way, was able to get the lead.
You're clear.
68 of Brandon Brown. Second time Briscoe's led already in stage 1. Just seeing all those playoff drivers that are up towards the front that have already led laps with Brandon Brown, Chase Briscoe, Austin Noah Grant, Justin Allgaier have all led already in this race. All in the playoffs. That's going to hurt. They're going to advance to the next round, taking up one of those 8 spots.
Careful, still there.
Lie with about an 80.5 overall race car. I am very shocked. 99 is getting it going after how slow he was at the beginning of the race. He's found a little bit of success on the outside, though. That's really helped him out. He's made his way up to 17. So we are on the lead lap. We got the free pass during the first caution that we were involved in. We shouldn't have gotten the free pass, technically, by the rules. I'll take it.
Still there?
Luckily, we didn't damage the car too much, too. We came down, repaired whatever damage we did have. We didn't have more than 5 seconds. Luckily, just overdrove 3 and 4. I got the left side tires down on the black.
You're clear.
Gotta be more careful of that, especially knowing, you know, on this racetrack, you just gotta be careful every
Careful. Still there.
way around.
Careful. Still there. All right, you're clear.
Nice.
Car there on the inside.
Blocks it off turn 2 down on the bottom as well to hang on to 15. Remember, Schneider does have to get a top 10 tonight to get that incentive bonus of about $58,000 from Blackman Sponsor Credit One Bank.
Careful. Still there.
Just stay on the lead lap today. That's going to be the big thing. So slow at the start of the run. And now we have another caution. Trouble in turns 3 and 4 for Noah Gregson, one of the playoff drivers, has already gone around. Problems for Noah Gregson, our second caution of the race early. That's the second playoff driver we've seen go for a spin. Nobody has DNF'd yet. And the free pass will go to Austin Hill in 29. So lap cars pitting, everybody in the lead lap going to stay out. It's going to help Schneider. He was looking like he was starting to get rolling there when he got the 15th before the caution. It's going to bunch everybody back up again. Yeah, that's huge for a program to try and get a short track chassis before the playoffs start, indeed. See, Noah Gregson's out of the race. That'd be a tough break. He started on the pole. He led the first few laps. Green flag is back in the air. And I believe he's on the backstretch. Schneider just spun his tires on that restart on the outside groove. He did not take off well at all there. Briscoe did at the front, though, clearing Brandon Brown easily out turn 2. Restarting from the lead. Noah Gregson done for the day, and he likely will be in a must-win situation in the next 2 races at both Las Vegas and at the Charlotte Roval. A little contact between Sieg and Schneider. Off turn 2, Sieg made a great save. He gets back around to 14 now. Not really short run speed on fresh tires, at least. I mean, that's how we went a lap down early. Got lucky at the free pass again. So that's why it's key for him to get any stage point he can here. 30 to go in stage 1 currently. Careful down on the black. That's how he spun earlier. Deep, he's desperately trying to get around LeBay, but he brushes the wall a little too high. Turns 3 and 4, Sieg closes back in. Slide job getting into 1 and 2. Quickly gets around LeBay, blocks him off the exit of the corner to hang on for 13. Allgaier leads. Tell you what, Gregson DNF, and that helps us at least. It's one less driver we have to worry about at least the rest of today. It's going to help us going forward. Brandon Brown looking back to the inside of Allgaier up towards the front as well. We're only going Cup Series racing if we win the Xfinity Series Championship. Otherwise, we have to stay down. So that's another big key of why we have to win this championship here.
Car there on the outside.
So we can move up.
Car outside.
Slid into the corner. He ended in too deep again. Seems like it's a little more forgiving in 1 and 2 than what it is 3 and 4 with contact up the exit of 2. There's Burton. Looks like Chastain's got some damage probably from the Gregson accident. now back to the top. Michael Annette.
Hold your line, got one inside. Careful, still there.
Look at him. Again, this car is a lot better on the top than what it is on the bottom. He's struggling to make passes on the inside. The top, he's making it look easy, and he's up to 7th. I think Haley's the only non-playoff driver inside the entire top 10. In Tommy Joe Martin's race. Martin's up to 9th. Right in line behind Anthony Alfredo.
We've got 24 laps.
20 to go, stage 1. Brandon Brown leads again. Very closely on Justin Allgaier. Briscoe's falling back to 5th after leading a little bit earlier. Jones, the 4th place car. Not sure who exactly is in 3rd. Heavy lap traffic around where the leaders are at, though. Schneider into the middle groove. Didn't go all the way to the bottom. He side drafts Haley in the center of the corner, but still side by side. Down the back and into turn 3. Schneider's going to clear Haley. Lap car of Jesse Little in the way of the 98 of Briscoe. Schneider all of a sudden has driven his way into the top 5. Cindric now to the lead, so he was the other driver in the top 3 with Brown and Allgaier. Cindric leads now. 17 to go in the stage.
Still there. Top 3, use it if you need it.
And right there on Jones.
All right, you're clear.
Has a drive to the inside off turn 4. Lap car might get in the way. That's Fincham in the 13. He's going to pull up high, maybe. Yep, in front of Jones, but he can't get back. All right, he does get down to the bottom, and Schneider just squeezed in the middle to get around Fincham and Jones. What a move to get to 4th. He had to go there, otherwise he was going to get caught behind the 13 again. That might allow the 19 of Jones to get back by him. Right on the leaderboard. Making these stage points even more important, knowing that the entire top 10 is pretty much filled with playoff drivers. No, it's more interesting when you're not 36. That is very true. It's amazing night and day what the difference in the race car is between Bristol Richmond, despite not having a short track chassis for either one, and having the same in the departments, 82, 79, 79. Again, we got bailed out getting the free pass. The beginning of the stages is going to be the toughest part for us. But really, just any time everybody's on fresh tires, that's when we're going to be at the most danger of going a lap down. Another reason why Schneider needs to get all the stage points he can right now. 11 laps to go in stage 1. And again, there is very heavy lap traffic around the top 3. Cindric continues to lead. Brown's in 2nd. Allgaier's 3rd. Schneider 4th. Brandon Jones in top 5. There's only 2 seconds back at Cindric.
10 to go.
Go on the stage. 10 laps at Bristol. Quicker than any other racetrack. 3 wide, barely keeping it off the wall. He's racing hard. He wants these stage points. This is just insane. I'm impressing myself, honestly.
Still there. All right, you're clear there.
Good to go. Cindric trying to get that much-needed playoff point. He hasn't won that many stages this year, despite having 3 race wins. 7 to go at the line this time. Cindric barely cleared the black car. Jeff Green off turn 4. Cindric has a bunch of lap cars on the way, and one of them is a playoff driver of Jeremy Clements, and Clements isn't going to give his lap up too easily.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
Schneider's all over the back of Allgaier. He's going to go to the top.
Stay high up there.
Drives it hard through 1 and 2. He's on the outside of Justin Allgaier for third. That car's probably going to get in the way. Oh, boy. Yep, they did. Schneider tried to go high, and that was not a wise decision. Ended up in the wall, and Allgaier pulls away from him a little bit more.
All right, you're clear.
Allgaier going to go high now to take the line away of the 99, so Schneider tries to bottom, and he's going to get underneath Allgaier. 4 to go in stage 1. Slide job into turns 1 and 2, Schneider to third. Clements now needs to get into that free pass position before the end of the stage. Needs to get around Landon Castle first. Schneider goes up the middle, 3 wide. Brandon Brown just got into the 99 of Balicki, who's now in the free pass spot. Balicki slides up in front of Schneider. Schneider has to go low.
Stay low, stay low.
Slides up in front of him into 3 and 4. He's all over Brown for second. Cindric's still trying to work his way through the lap traffic. 2 to go in stage 1. Schneider to the top, Brown to the bottom. Lap car, Joe Graff Jr. going to get in the way. Schneider's got to go back down to the bottom again. Squeezes on by Joe Graff Jr. to the outside of Brandon Brown off turn 4. Oh, back row in the way. Schneider rubs the wall into 1 and 2, but Fincham is in the way of the 68 of Brandon Brown. To second. One final time through turns 3 and 4. Schneider not quite going to get Cindric. Austin Cindric will win stage 1 here at Bristol. Schneider second. Followed by Brandon Brown third. Allgaier fourth. Tommy Joe Martins rounds out the top 5. Brandon Jones 6th. Chase Briscoe 7th. Justin Haley 8th. 9th was Daniel Hemrick and Michael Annette. Round out the top 10. Haley Martin's the only 2 non-playoff drivers inside the top 10. Alfredo Justman's down at stage points 12th. Harrison Burton, 15th, the number 1 seed in the playoffs, not having a good start. And Jeremy Clements was able to battle through the lap traffic to get to 18th. That put him in the free pass position. So 11 of the 12 playoff drivers will be on the lead lap outside of Gregson, who is out of the race. Brought out that second caution today. 2 seconds of damage this 99 crew will have to fix. 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel during the pit stops here. First set of tires going on the race car. 3 sets left for the rest of the race. Brandon Brown wins the race off pit road. He'll restart in the lead.
You're coming to the green.
Cindric off.
Be ready here.
Green flag back in the air.
Got 1 down low now.
Schneider lost so many spots. 8th. Picker's been terrible all season. Even with the upgrades, they're 90 overall. We're still losing a ton of spots. There was 2 seconds of damage that had to be repaired there. That was off the last restart. Schneider's just got to survive. Going to try to stay on the top as much as he can. It's not the preferred lane on the restart necessarily, but it's Schneider's preferred lane once we get it a couple laps into the run.
Inside.
Stay up high. He's going to have to let these guys pass him on the bottom. He's going to have to go for another quick yellow to start of stage 2 to kind of bunch everything back together.
Got 1 inside. Excellent lap there. Good job.
He just ran his fastest lap of the race, 17.01.
Inside.
Yeah, that's very true. You can definitely go a lap down and still get the free pass. Beat Spencer just by staying inside the,
Looking inside now.
I guess 18th at the time. Problem is a guy like Clements who got the free pass is likely going to go a lap down quicker behind all this traffic compared to anybody else. Therefore, he's going to be trying to run down the 99 with Schneider. He's back to 16th. Handful of lap cars have already passed him as well. Brown has led a lot of laps today. He might be one of the favorites for the win. Cindric was the winner of stage 1. Schneider went low just to block Baccarello off.
All right, you're clear.
He's not full clear. He's starting to worry a little bit with how far he's slipping back so early off the restart.
Careful, still there. Got a car low now. Got a car coming inside now.
1 Caution. Well, there it is. That's what Schneider needed. Car in the wall. Looks like Tommy Joe Martin's off turn 2. Tough break. He's going to hit pit road for fresh tires. Try to get that car repaired. That is a caution Schneider desperately needed here early in stage 2 as he was slipping back. Austin Hill will get the free pass in 19th. Brandon Brown will restart from the lead here. Score 56. Gotcha. Tommy. Yeah, tough break though. He was inside the top 5. We're gonna line ourselves up for another restart. Green flag back in the air.
Green flag. Car there on the inside.
Good for Clements as well. He'll get the restart back up here. Middle of the pack versus at the back of the pack behind longest line of cars.
Got one peeking inside.
Oh, Brown lost the bottom. Hill got a little sideways off turn 4 in the upper groove. Nobody really checked up though.
Stay high up there.
He quickly tried to get to the bottom. He might have gotten moved out of the way by the 51.
Got a car coming inside now.
Chase Briscoe battling Brandon Brown for the lead.
Inside. Still there, inside. Careful, still there. Careful, still there.
Still in 18th. Last of the lead lap cars outside of Austin Hill got the free pass. But sticking at least at the 17th place car. Josh Williams for now.
Inside.
Just continuously working the outside lane.
Inside.
We've already had 3 cautions for incidents so far tonight. 2 in stage 1, 1 early in stage 2.
Stay high up there. Still there. Still there. Looking inside
Williams
now.
starting to hold him up a little bit. Oh man, that was narrow off turn 2. Schneider might have to get down to the bottom to get around Williams because he's holding him up on the outside.
Still there.
Not into the back of him, that's not going to do anything. All that did was get Williams loose and Schneider had to check up.
Still there.
Even more.
You got room. You're clear.
It's already over half a lap behind the leaders. Got one quick yellow, he might need another one. Williams got really sideways, barely kept it off the wall off turn 2 again.
Got one peeking inside.
Down low to block, Bilicki off turn 4. And they're going to get to the inside of Williams now through turns 1 and 2. We'll get around him there.
Got one peeking inside. You got room. You're clear.
I hear you on that one, Spencer. He's having to check up so much right now. He's on the top. He's not able to run well up there. Schneider just doesn't have the departments to pass him on the inside.
Still there.
And he's in the wall trying to get above Williams.
Still there. Careful, still there.
Schneider's trying to get to the outside of Williams if possible. Off turn 2, he does get there and finally leads that 92 car to the bottom. These two are over 3/4 of a lap behind the race leader, Chase Briscoe. He's really slicing and dicing his way through the lap traffic.
Careful, still there.
Now Balicki moves up. And he's going to hold up the 99, and Williams gets back by on the bottom.
Still there.
Schneider to the outside of Balicki. Williams is going to clear the 99. And Williams slides right back to the top of
Say
it.
hi, say hi.
That'll be frustrating here for Schneider. This is where the short track tempers tend to come into play. Trying to get to the outside, he brushes the wall again.
Careful, still there.
He's got to be careful. More than 5 seconds of damage, you won't be able to repair it.
Clear down low. Hold your line, got one inside.
Still can't clear Williams. Second time he's gotten to the outside, Williams just hanging on strong on the bottom.
Say hi up there.
Williams is not a playoff
Hold your line,
driver.
say hi.
Schneider trying to side draft Balicki in the corner. 99 versus 99 indeed. Not on the lead lap though. Balicki is a lap down. Schneider is not. He's on the lead lap. Barely at least. Finally pulling away from Williams. The guy he's not pulling away from that he needs to though is Chase Briscoe on the 98.
Say hi, say hi.
Finally going to go Jeffrey Earnhardt. He just needs to break away from this traffic. And right now he just hasn't been able to. Better you to get mad than me. At least I'm gonna keep the realistic broadcast in touch here. Justin Allgaier has caught Chase Briscoe, so they're battling for the lead a little bit. That has slowed themselves up a little bit more. Those 9 stage points though for finishing second in stage 1 were huge. If we get one caution, we know the 99 of Schneider can keep up with those guys again. I should say 2 cautions, because we had 2 cautions in the first one. We had one there. Definitely helped them stay on the lead lap. At the moment, still 3.5 seconds behind Matt Mills in the 5. Ray Black Jr. A lot of clean traffic now ahead. Schneider the 99. Wald Nathan will be a different camera this for the first time in the race today. He continues to just try to work that outside groove. Kind of my version of a Jimmy Johnson rally paint scheme that he had at the end of the regular season, trying to make the playoffs in his last year in the Cup Series. This is our rally scheme for the playoffs, knowing that the odds are stacked against us as well. Much like Jimmy Johnson for the just to get into the playoffs. This one's for us to win the championship, hopefully. The guy's kind of broken away from Briscoe a little bit, starting to close in on the 99 of Schneider. All the long run speed the 99 had earlier in the race in stage 1, so you have to assume that'd be a very important car to put a lap down. Consistently trying to stay on the top as much as you can. Obviously in traffic it's a lot harder. Really pick and choose your lanes wisely. Look at Allgaier coming. Gets around Ray Black Jr. Still 39 laps to go in stage 1. Allgaier's got a pretty decent lead. Schneider's going to have to block. Again, Mills is only 2.5 seconds ahead. Do you like the white blue? Looks classic. It does look good. there with a slide job to quickly get around Joe Graff Jr. Slower car, got around the inside quickly. Didn't want to waste any time knowing Allgaier's really right there. Back to the normal camera to the end of stage 2 at least. Pretty hefty lap traffic coming up here very shortly. Allgaier on the bottom, Schneider on the top. He's trying to stay with the top. He's going to get to the outside of McLaughlin in the 93. Just a little on the 4 is going to go to the bottom, so Schneider's going to get to the outside of him. Allgaier's on the bottom in line behind the 93 of McLaughlin. Kind of taking his time. He's got a bigger lead. Got to be careful doing that though, especially at Bristol. Lap traffic and pitching the swarm quickly, and it won't be long for the second place car to make the catch. Joe Martins does have fresher tires, being able to repair his damaged race car after getting into the wall, bringing out that last caution.
Stay high up here. You got room. You're clear.
Allgaier's moved up to the top. Ryan Sieg just up ahead, 4th position. So is Timmy Hill and Matt Mills. So this is a dangerous situation with the race leader Allgaier right behind him. They could be racing for the free pass position. There's a lot of 2x2 traffic. Quite a bit of it coming up very shortly. Schneider, into the side of Mills, 3 wide between Timmy Hill and Matt Mills, busting his way through, and Hill gets into the left rear. Schneider moving him up the track as well. I mean, it was just 3 wide on corner entry. All 3 cars ended up making contact. Somebody. Schneider was sandwiched in the middle.
Still there. All clear. Got one peeking inside.
Blocks Timmy Hill down the center of the corner to stay in 14th. This is not the heavy lap traffic Schneider wanted to see approaching with the leader, Allgaier, not too far behind him. Not what Allgaier wanted to see as well if he wants to hang on, try and win the stage. Still 30 to go in stage 2. Schneider's going in his 3rd lane to the outside. This is risky. Putting himself in danger of maybe getting into the outside wall, but he's trying to make it work.
Careful, still there.
Look at him rolling right around these guys. There's a lot of cars that can go a lap down if Allgaier can make his way through this stuff. Schneider is just booking it, and he's already up to 4th. Part of the big lead that was had by Allgaier. Schneider's up to 3rd all of a sudden with 28 to go in stage 2. I don't think he could have gotten around anybody any quicker, and the fact that he was on the outside going 3 wide at Bristol, corner after corner after corner, working his way through the lap traffic was so impressive. Tell Timmy Hill this ain't irons. Allgaier gets stuck at the lap, the tail end of this. I wonder if Schneider on this long green flag run could actually have a chance of catching him and bringing it around. Schneider's just kind of hoping now that Allgaier just puts a ton of guys a lap down, even if he does get through it. Should buy Schneider enough time to pull ahead and remain on the lead lap to the end of stage 2. He needed that. He's 3 seconds ahead of Bristol already. Buying time in case they start to close back in on him. Here's Josh Williams in the 92 again. Again on the outside, right where we left off with him. Schneider quickly got around him on the bottom, slid in front of him, and was a 16.5 second lead for Allgaier over Schneider. Now it's down to about 12.5. Still got about 8 seconds on Brandon Brown. It was 11 on Brown, so Brown's even closing in on Allgaier also. Junior on the top, so Schneider kind of goes to the middle. Didn't want to go all the way to the bottom. help it, and he did. The way those playoff points awarded for stage wins and race wins carry over into the next round as well.
Careful, still there. You got
say
room, you're clear
Cinder,
there.
if he won stage 1, that playoff point will carry over into the round of 8 if he makes it.
We got
Adding
20
on to
left.
the total he already had in the round of 12. Yeah, just white, blue, really. Credit one thing, blue. Change up the paint scheme from where we had it. See the sponsor a lot more visibly, so I guess that's good. Remember, a top 10 finish gets $58,000 for this small team.
Careful, still there.
Highly impressive.
Still there.
The fact that they have a chance,
You got room, you're
top
clear there.
3 in both stages is impressive too. Really needs this to go green to the end of the stage though. Caution comes out and everybody pits. We saw how slow Schneider was. Yes, you can probably easily argue that, okay, we get a caution. There might be enough drivers a lap down that he's not going to lose many spots, but every spot's so valuable at this point in the season.
Stay high, stay high.
Nemechek to the top. Evasive maneuver to get into the middle between Nemechek and Malicki.
Careful, still there.
I'm quite surprised as little contact that Schneider's made with, anybody or in the outside wall as many times as he's put this car into 3 wide positions. And it's only stage 2. Until the final stage when things ramp up even more. That leads down to 3.5 seconds. I mean, he was about to go a lap down before that big clump of lap traffic. Allgaier's gotten most of the way through it, but not all the way through it. Brandon Brown's still towards the tail end of it. Schneider's less than 3 seconds off the lead, and he might have a shot to win stage 2 here if this goes green. He'll try to go three wide, around the top again. Allgaier's in the middle of the pack, middle of the front part of the pack on the inside lane. Brandon Brown's on the outside, but he's in the second groove. Here comes Schneider in the 99. To the bottom there on 90 of Baccarella. He's got to run. Brown's going to go up high, 3 wide to the outside.
Inside,
And try to block Schneider and take his lane away from him. That's the lane Schneider wants, and he can't really go to it right now. Almost a contact between Brown and Sieg off the exit of the corner. A little contact. Sieg just shoved the 99 up the track. Just gets to the outside of Brown for second contact there as well.
hold your line, got one inside.
Oh.
Got a car high now.
They're still pinballing, and he almost got turned by the 68 of Brandon Brown, trying to get back to the top. Now he's stuck on the bottom.
Road clear. Car on the outside now.
Still in second, trying to get the bottom lane to work. He really wants to get back up high. 9 to go on the stage to try and catch Allgaier.
Got one
He's
outside
the
now.
middle 3 wide. I don't think that's a
Here we go
wise
now,
decision.
3 wide. Road clear.
Backs out of the gas and just falls in line behind Monet. Now he's going to try to work that third lane up towards the top again.
Hold your line.
Allgaier's
got one
almost
inside.
gotten all the way through this lap traffic finally. Look at Briscoe falling back to 15th. Jones outside the top 10 as well. So is Alfredo. Guys that were just stuck in this lap traffic. We're in the top 10 throughout most of the day. And here it is. Schneider for the lead. Off turn 4, 3 wide. Splitting the lap car of Chastain. Schneider got loose getting into turn 1. Little contact with Chastain. Remember, these tires are getting older. Schneider's in the wall of turn 2 now, checking everybody up. We stay green. Brandon Jones got into him as well. Gotta make sure we don't have more than 5 seconds of damage to the end of the stage. A lot harder to hold the outside than the last time we were getting around the lap traffic. That much older tires. We get another playoff point. And a stage win perhaps on Justin Allgaier. 5 to go, stage 2. He's going to try the top again. 3 wide. This time he blows around Allgaier, barely clears Castle, who was in the middle lane. And Schneider is out in front here in stage 2, looking for his 5th stage win of the year. 4 to go at the line. Brown's got a chance, maybe, to get around Allgaier for 2nd still.
Still there.
Free to go. Schneider's just hustling right now. He wants to just go, get to that green-white checker flag as soon as possible.
White flag, next time by.
Schneider back and block and let that sit down a little bit.
Careful. Still there. You got room. You're clear.
Michael Annette is the last car in the lead lap. Not sure what position he's in right now. He's going to try
You got 1 to go.
stay there. Schneider, if he can catch him, would be huge. And that's in 9th. So whoever the 10th place car is going to be at the end of stage 2 is not only going to get that last stage point, but he's going to get the free pass. Green-white checkered flag in the air. Keegan Schneider wins stage 2 at Bristol, even on about a 60-lap green flag run to the end of the stage. That was impressive. After almost going a lap down, not long after the restart, stayed on the lead lap and willed his way all the way back around the track to win stage 2, even without another yellow. 5th stage win of the year for the 99 team. They're 3rd in the last 5 races. 3 seconds of damage that will be repaired. Chastain will get the free pass at 10th. We're probably going to lose a lot of spots on pit road again. We'll have 2 sets of tires left the rest of the way to the finish. Crunch time here at Bristol. Under 26 to go in the final stage when we go green. $19 stage points tonight for Schneider. More stage points than anybody else. Cindric, who won stage 1, didn't even finish in the top 3
Smart
there.
out there. Going green.
Caught black traffic. Green flag back in the air. Brandon Brown's pick has been awesome today. He wins the race on pit road again. Allgaier's crew lost even more spots than Schneider's. Green flag's back in the air. We'll see what Brandon Brown can do again.
Inside.
Ooh, Haley almost slid up in front of Schneider. He wasn't clear. He got a little sideways.
Inside. Still there. Looking inside now.
It's big, but now Schneider's got to survive here at the beginning of stage 3 again on these equal fresh tires. Everybody's good on fuel to the end of the race, but I don't know how the tires are going to hold up. If they will hold up all the way to the end of the race. Say if this final stage does go green. We'll have to wait and see.
Hold your line. Got one.
Schneider again just going to stay on the top. It worked for him last stage. Worked for him in the second half of stage 1, so why not try it again here in stage 3. Harrison Burton, a guy we have not really talked about all night long, is battling for the lead. He's underneath Brandon Brown currently. He's the number 1 seed coming into the playoffs. Finished 15th in stage 1, but seemingly out of nowhere, he has worked himself up with a shot maybe to win his 6th race of the year late. Mathematically, he still has a chance to beat Briscoe for the most races ever in one single NASCAR Xfinity Series season. He'd have to get 5 wins in the last 7 to do it. Figuring he had 5 in the first 13, I guess nothing's impossible.
Car there on the inside. All right, you're clear there. Inside.
Hopefully you guys are having a lot of fun here with this one tonight. Ooh, contact off turn 2. Jeffrey Earnhardt, Keegan Schneider. Earnhardt slides into the corner. Schneider barely blocks him off turn 4. Gives him behind for the moment.
Stay high up there.
Crowded to zero. Tried not to let him back to the gas sooner. Contact that time though, and gets around him. There's multiple laps down to that
Careful,
position.
still there.
A lot less traffic for Schneider on this restart compared to the last two restarts. That has been more helpful, that's for sure. There's still a lot of lap cars between race leader Harrison Burton and Keith Schneider's at. Well, Schneider is already more than a half a lap down to start this final stage. Just brushed the wall for that time. That didn't help either. Chew up the right side tires a little bit more as well. By the time you get to the wall, the running the high side will save tires as well. So we'll see. He's managed his tires well all season long, almost better than everybody else on a nearly weekly basis. Steven's only second behind him after restarting at the rear of the field. He is on the move here in the final stage. Didn't win a race in the regular season, therefore missed the playoffs. But doesn't mean he can't go for a win here to the end of the season and still get that first important win nonetheless. Still can finish as high as 13 points as well.
Got a car low now.
Three-quarters of a lap off the lead now.
Looking inside now. All right, you're clear there. Got a car coming inside now. Bottom clear. Got a car.
Seen early cautions in the first two stages. Will we get one here in the final stage? I'm just kind of running that middle groove on the exit of the corner. Almost kind of diamonding it off, and there it is. Caution's out. That's going to bunch the field up once. And everybody's going to stay out. Free pass will go to Chase Briscoe. Schneider's going to take tires here. He's got 2 sets left to the end. He's going to take one right now. No adjustments. He doesn't want to be put in that situation again where he might end up going a lap down. There's only 10 cars on the lead lap currently, so he'll restart 10. He's the only driver on the lead lap to pit. And we'll have another restart with 107 laps to go at Bristol. One more set of tires left the rest of the way for the 99.
You're coming to the green. Be ready here.
Green flag back in the air.
Green side now, let's go. Got a car coming inside now.
I swear he has been in the outside car for every restart today. I don't think he's restarted on the bottom lane once.
Inside.
Got 4 cautions for incident.
Careful, still there.
15 lap pressure tires for the 99 of Schneider. That just was that track position. How about Justin Haley, another driver who went winless throughout the season? Came close a lot earlier in the year. He does have 3 stage wins this year too. Not really awarded for anything considering he didn't make the playoffs, so no way of using those playoff wins.
Still there.
Burton is kind of gapping him a little bit. I'm afraid he'll barely pull Schneider off turn 2. Fresher tires are definitely helping because he's still kind of staying with the 12th and 13th place cars. Restarted around. There are lap downs, so Schneider's still in the top 10. Again, he does need to finish no matter what tonight to get that $58,000 incentive bonus. That's kind of, believe it or not, goal number 1. Obviously, with that will come points, so try and get into the next round. This is a solid start there, that's for sure. Only coming in 1 point above the cutoff line. He needs this. The guy 1 point below, Allgaier, he scored a lot of stage points tonight too. So we'll just see as this race progresses. Everything will lie. No cautions for incident so far. It'll be a lot better for Schneider to make it to the end on tires as well if this does go green, having 15 lap pressure tires than everybody else. Because I'd say. For the rest of the field, I'm not entirely sure. 100 to go here at Bristol. Allgaier back out in front. Bad fast race car. After a slow pit stop during the stage 2 break. Walden through the different camera angles one final time now in today's race. Over the next 8 laps. Next race of the playoffs will be tomorrow night at Las Vegas. I think Schneider might actually have a chance to win this race now with that caution. He has gotten perfectly timing cautions in each of the first 3 stages of the race, and that was part of him just to have a good night. But knowing that he finished second in stage 1 because he's got a great long run car, and then he won stage 2, I think that's more stage points. Almost off the top of my head thinking that I think that's more stage points he scored in one race tonight than what he scored in one race all season long in the first 27 events. To go. We'll stick with this mobile camera down to the finish. It's almost a half a lap behind race leader Harrison Burton. Again, he's got a lot of lap traffic in front of him. We've seen all night long here in Bristol. It's short track racing in general, especially around the world's fastest half mile. Catch you even quicker here than what you would on some other short tracks. Schneider's fastest lap of the race is a 16.835. Fastest lap ever here in the Xfinity, 16.169. So about 7/10 of a second off the pace for the leaders consistently at the beginning of these runs.
Still there?
Everybody's on equal fresh tires at least.
You got room. You're clear.
Who's to say somebody else won't pit if we do get another couple cautions later in this race? Contact at the back of the 21. Alfredo. Lap car Jesse Little slowing down Alfredo and Hemrick. And while Schneider to get on by both, not for position, but both lap cars too. Joe Martins is in 8th. Great rally after he brought out a caution earlier today, slamming the outside wall. Is out in front now, taking the lead away. Justin Allgaier.
Inside. Clear low.
Schneider almost got him to pinch him off turn 2. He didn't know if Mills was going to be under him and squeezing through wide in the middle, so he's trying to be as close to pinching without contact as possible, and he did a perfect job of just doing that.
Got one peeking inside.
Clear down low. Despite Mills being at least one lap down. My bad, Hemrick was for position by the way, not Alfredo. Schneider's up to 9th.
Hold your line, got one inside. Clear low.
Heavy lap traffic with some lead lap cars coming up. It's pulling away though. race lead is concerned. He's got a pretty decent sized gap. Remember, Allgaier had an 11.5-second lead and still under the green flag when Schneider's able to run him down as he got caught in lap traffic. Asked him with a couple laps to go to win the stage. Schneider only led 128 laps all season long coming into the playoffs for the first 26 races. He hasn't led a lot tonight. I mean, realistically, the caution laps during the stage break, and then he ended up leading the final 4 laps, was it? 5 laps maybe in stage 2. He's got a competing car. Even just to do that.
Stay high up here.
It's 3x3 lap traffic at Bristol.
Hold your line, got one inside.
In case there might be an accident coming up as well. Jones in that third lane, kind of getting stuff done. Schneider gonna try to follow him.
Still there.
Joe Martin's rolling the bottom pretty well also. Slides up on Jones, 4 wide through turns 3 and 4. Oh, he barely keeps it off the wall. He did have a little contact with Jones, but when you're 4 wide at Bristol, I'm surprised that's all the contact there was off the exit of the corner.
Inside.
That had the makings to be a big accident.
Still there. You got room. You're clear. Still there. Still there.
Trying to shake high.
Hold
Do
your line,
anything
got one
there.
inside.
And the Brown kind of ran up there and blocked him a little bit. And it goes even higher though, 3 wide all the way through turns 3 and 4. Huge run. Gets around Michael Annette.
You got room.
Up
You're
to
clear there.
3rd place is the 99 car on 15 lap pressure tires behind Chastain and Cindric. And Chastain, remember, got the free pass at the end of stage 2, so he's had a great rally to be 2.5 seconds back from a lap down. Very quickly at that, within about 40 laps. He's about 7 seconds off the lead. Cindric's 9.5 seconds ahead of most laps. A lot of lap traffic there. We just got around. If they stay clumped together, it's going to make it hard for Cindric to get through that stuff. We'll see. The win guarantees you a spot into the round of 8. These playoff drivers are looking for here tonight. What other track than to do it at Bristol?
Inside.
Under the lights as well.
Clear low, clear low.
Schneider again finished 28th at Bristol earlier this season. He finished 32nd at Vegas as well. We're going there for the next race. What a turn of events this team has made, even in recent weeks alone. Outside of Richmond, he has finished in the top dozen for the last 5 races. Might not seem like a whole lot, but that includes 3 straight top 5s. 2 fifths and a win between Dover, Daytona, and Darlington. 3 Ds. Back racing at Bristol he was. That's not the first time you've seen that tonight. That's the second time. 6 laps to go. Cindric just caught tail end of that group. Kind of a lot more scraggly lap cars over what we were just in to get up to 3rd. Not as packed together either as what they were. Oh no, Schneider got into Balicki. He about turned himself off the front bumper of the 99 car, the other 99 car. Wow. He about turned himself right around on corner entry. Down just a little too soon.
You got room, you're clear.
9 seconds behind Cindric. He's only 1.5 seconds behind the 2nd place car of Ross Chastain. multicolored cars inside the top 4. Traffic is now dwindled. Cindric's lead down to 8 seconds.
Stay high, stay high. You got room, you're clear there.
Strange how Cindric just wasn't a factor at all in stage 2, despite winning stage 1. But here in the final stage, after that last restart, he got the lead from Allgaier. Now Allgaier's not even in the top 5. He's had no clue exactly where he's at. He's got to pull away a little bit. Running the bottom. Schneider getting the run down the straightaways. Off the top, kind of right in the middle group that time. He's going to try to go a little higher again, and Chastain's going to go up the block. Schneider tries to cross him back over to the bottom, off turn 4, side by side for second. 6 seconds off the lead. Slide job into turns 1 and 2. Schneider's going to clear Ross Chastain. Now he'll ride the top in front of the 10 car. Traffic likely has gotten in Cindric's way.
Careful, still there. Still there.
Just couldn't quite clear Lebay until he exited the corner. Still 59 laps to go.
Still there. Stay high up there. Clear low, clear low. Still there. Clear high, bud.
Not sure who that second car is at DNF to this race as well.
Careful.
Like we brought up that last car. Right to the top.
Car there on the inside.
He's getting around these lap cars about as good as he could. Can.
Careful.
He just increases and decreases quite a bit now that it's down to about 6 seconds. Both drivers have their fair share of lap cars that they've been having to get around in this
Still there.
final stage, especially since the last restart. They've already been green for over 40 laps.
Clear low.
One of the longest green flag runs of the day. And a 60-lap green flag run to the end of stage 2. And then we went about 15 laps into stage 3, so as far as cautions for incidents go, 75 laps under green is what we're looking at. This leads down to 5 seconds. Ideally, this runs green to the end. That's going to help the 99. He does not want to see another caution. All it takes is just one more lead lap car to pit. Now, he does have one set of tires left as well, but still.
Careful, still there. Still there. Clear low, clear low.
Harder to pass Timmy Hill than what it had to be that time. Crossing top to bottom, back to top, back to bottom to clear.
Careful, still there.
Right up the middle between Joe Nemechek and Jeff Green.
Hold that line, driver.
In contact with the 47 Nemechek. fending him off. That lead was down to 4.5 seconds. Now it's back up to about 5.5. Schneider struggled last few laps in lap traffic. Cindric to get away again. I think it's the 18 that's out now. Yeah, it does kind of look like it's right at the curves. They're right in front of each other. No Gregson to see. First driver out of the race. Tough break for him. No stage points. After starting on the pole. That's all. The blurred image right there. Lucky that time. At least he didn't make contact like he did the last time he tried to clear him about turning himself. Look at that heavy lap traffic in front of Cindric. He's trying to work the bottom at the moment. And the lead is down under 4 seconds.
Stay low.
The lap car's 2 laps down. Afraid on 14 is 2 laps down. There's a Lewis. 14 seconds off the lead in 5th. There's Kareen, welcome to the stream. Gary's having a fun time on vacation. Thanks for stopping by and watching the stream. 43 to go at Bristol. Chastain's about 6 seconds back at Schneider now. Haley, 4 seconds behind him. 2.5 though between the top two. It's finally gotten through most of the lap traffic. Still got about 4 cars in front of him, then a tiny gap, and then another bunch of about half a dozen cars, if not more.
Still there.
Get back to Colby Howland. Got a little loose.
Still there. All clear.
He got down to 2 seconds. It's back to 3 again after Schneider got into the back of Colby Howard. Lost a second quickly, just like that. Accidental contact into the back of the 15. Lewis jamming the brakes to keep from running in the back of Brandon Brown. He's stuck behind the 93 of McLaughlin. 39 to go. Cindric is desperately trying to get through the swarm of black traffic. He's on the bottom. The bottom lane's moving a little bit. Is it moving fast enough? The lead is under 2 seconds. Schneider is on the top, where he's been pretty much all day. Cindric is on the inside. 3 wide that time through 3 and 4. He slides the tires, trying to get to the outside. Got tight off turn 2. He lifted a little more. Really trying to be cautious. Wants to race hard, but he's got to be cautious at the same time. Now Cindric's moved up to the outside. Schneider's trapped now behind Hemrick. Got into the back of him there. Got into him again. Austin Hill back on the inside, and Hemrick gets way out of the gas and lets the 99 go.
Still there inside. Hold your line, stay high.
Schneider didn't want to have to race through this traffic himself, but this is what he needed to help catch Cindric a lot quicker.
Careful, still there.
15 lap pressure tires aren't really different now. I mean, they've evened out over this long into this green flag run. Gone over 70 laps.
Careful, still there.
Allgaier's a lap down. Oh, Schneider brushed the wall off too, ricocheted into the 90 of Vaccarello, and then Harrison Burton just ran into the back of Schneider, getting into turn 3 in that log jam on the outside.
Careful, still there.
Back bumper damage out of the 99.
Careful, still there.
Messing the car up a little bit.
Careful, still there.
Tires, that could definitely be something. Got to the outside. Joe Graf Jr. Thought he was going to slide all the way up the track. Brandon Jones lap down. I think he's at 6th. Allgaier at 7th. Sandwich 3 wide middle. He had to lift. And actually, Jones is at 12th, so he's 2 laps down. In the 12th spot. Cindric trying to work around Tommy Joe Martins. Michael Annette right in front of him. Less than a second off the lead. between the 22 and the 99. Martins is in 6th, so he's a lap down.
Road clear.
Schneider just gets to his inside off turn 4. 31 laps to go. Slide up in front of him. And that's in 5th. We do know that. Now he's a lap down. So the top 4 are the only 4 on the lead lap. It's around Williams. That desperately wants to stay in the free pass spot. Should be one of the playoff drivers. He's got to race Martins for that position currently. I hope Haley doesn't go another lap down if we do get another caution. 29 to go. Cindric's on the bottom. Schneider's on the top. They battled through lap traffic. Schneider's come from about a 9-second deficit at one point during this run. It's taken a long time to get there. Restarted with just over 100 laps to go. 108 to go, in fact, when we restarted. And now, 80 laps into the green flag run. This is the longest green flag run of the day. Cindric leads, with Schneider trying to close. Whoever wins between these two is going to go to the round of 8 of the playoffs. They won each of the first 2 stages so far. Rolling the bottom. Schneider going to try to roll the top. And give him the extra run. He's giving up in the corners. But he's got a little bit of a run down the straightaway. Lap car, Balicki's going to get in the way. They're going to split him 3 wide.
Careful, still there.
Cindric couldn't quite clear the 99 on the top. Neck and neck for the lead at Bristol.
Stay high out of here.
Spot for the round of 8 on the line. Cindric again leads that lap. McLaughlin in the 93. He's going to get split 3 wide in the middle. Schneider barely keeps it off the wall. Stays in it. Tries to side draft the 22 down the back. Look at the run off 4 that time. Definitely beat him back to the gas. More lap traffic to come. These two have been side by side for about 3 or 4 laps now. Schneider's got the bumper out in front, down the back. Coming up closer to David Starr. Cindric wants to use him as a pick. Schneider's going to cut down. He blocks Cindric left forward. He's all clear. 23 to go. Schneider's back out in front. For the first time in the final stage, he leads. Cindric had a run that time. He had to go to the bottom. Cindric's on the top side now. Schneider's on the bottom just trying to get through the lap cars. With Justin Haley, he's in danger of going a lap down. Not a playoff driver, but you know he wants to stay on the lead lap in case we get another late race caution.
You're all clear up top.
Schneider underneath Haley. Timmy Hill still in 15th. Hill down to the bottom. He blocks Schneider. Schneider slides into the corner.
Still there.
Barely clears Justin Haley off turn 2. 3 cars on the lead lap, but the top 2 are still within a half a second of each other. Schneider finally back to the outside to get around the lap car of Timmy Hill. 20 laps to go at Bristol. And extremely heavy lap traffic coming in the next couple laps. He's battled his way around Timmy Hill. It took him an extra half a lap. He's got about 5 or 6 car lights on him, and here is the heavy traffic that allowed Schneider to get to Cindric in the first place. Now, hopefully, rules aren't reversed for Schneider's sake this time. Most importantly, again, has to stay out of trouble late. 18 to go. Oh, Baccarella checked up right in front of him. Schneider got into the back of him, and here comes Cindric.
There on the inside.
He's not over yet.
Inside.
Got around back row that time. Cindric down to the inside trying to make some moves. Schneider almost spins out. He tried to check up. Again, it's just so much faster than these lap cars. And after that slide, Cindric's underneath him for the lead again.
Stay high, stay high.
His older tires are a lot harder to grip the outside. We saw that at the very end of stage 2 also. He's going to have to follow Cindric on the bottom somehow, but he starts sliding around way too much.
Careful, still there.
Austin Cindric back out in front.
Still there.
Schneider can try to get back to the top again. It's lifting extra. It's making the car even looser. Cindric is log jammed on the bottom. Schneider Side by side for the lead down the back. Just gets to the outside of LeVay. Now he's caught behind the 89.
Careful, still there.
Chastain just went a lap down. 2 cars on the lead lap, but they're both battling for the win.
Stay high up there.
There's the wall off turn 2. Wasn't that bad, though. Trying to drive away. This lap traffic is stalling out more on the inside. Schneider's making headway on the top with 13 to go. Clement pulls in front of him. Schneider gets loose again. Almost clipped the 5 of Mills. Almost through the lap traffic.
Stay high, stay
A
high.
lot of open room to run in front of Mike Harmon. Clear down the front straightaway. 12 to go. Cindric still caught in the middle of that pack. And fading. Schneider finally got through it. 2 seconds, and that lead is going to stretch out more and more if Cindric can't get through the traffic. He's still got a lot more cars to pass, and he's stuck on that bottom lane. Schneider's now just hoping to stay green to the finish. 11 to go. This could be a 107-lap green flag run to the finish at Bristol. And taking those fresh tires, those 15-lap fresh tires, might have been the difference maker.
Keep it nice and smooth for us.
Time to go.
Still there? All right, you're clear.
Eight to go. Now, I mean, these laps are at Bristol, yes, but they still have to be going by slow if you're the 99 of Schneider, who is trying to pull off the unthinkable here tonight at Bristol. No strategy played whatsoever here in this one. I mean, yeah, 15-lap fresher tires, but over 100 laps ago, those tires are evened out now. And he is beating Cindric on speed late. Well, Cindric is caught in lap traffic as well. Schneider's just desperately trying to get to the white flag. 6 to go.
Clear high, clear high.
His 3rd win of the season. It would make the next 2 races much easier at Las Vegas and the Charlotte Roval. He'll still go for every playoff point he can get, assuming he can seal the deal here tonight. It's going to be a huge sigh of relief. This is just, I mean, unthinkable coming into the night. 4 to go. Race of the season so far for Schneider, that is for sure. Did see Schneider spin the tires on restart earlier in the race, that's for sure. Seen it down in the chat. Never over till it's over, but this is just incredible. Cindric's still caught in the middle of that lap traffic. He's now 12.5 seconds off the lead with 2 to go. Half a lap down to the white flag. Schneider's hustling for 3 and 4. Allgaier back in the top 5 now. And for himself, hoping to finish there. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Keegan Schneider went winless for 20 races, but now, after breaking the winless streak at Darlington, he will win 2 out of the last 3. A remarkable end of the season so far. Keegan Schneider wins at Bristol. He's going to the round of 8. Pressure off the back of the 99 team at both Las Vegas and the Charlotte Roval, and the unthinkable has just happened on a team that didn't even have a short track chassis coming into the race. They finished 7 laps down in the 28th position the last time we were at Bristol without a short track chassis. The cautions played his way perfectly early in the stage that he didn't have to go a lap down. I mean, that is just unbelievable. The engine's already cooked. We're going to find a way to try and do the Polish victory lap. Come on, fire it up. There you go. Luckily, it's only a half mile. Even after burning the engine in the victory celebration. Keegan Schneider's on my fantasy team. Well, I guarantee you haven't used him 10 times this season, so you're plenty good to use him again. I mean, that was unbelievable. Without a short track chassis. 50. Yeah, the odds were probably like 100 to 1. No, it wasn't that much. We were in the playoffs and we just won at Darlington a couple races ago. Our odds were probably every bit of like 16 to 1, 20 to 1. Coming in 1 point above the cutoff line. This was huge for this team. What a win. What a win. At like 25 to 30 miles an hour, he's making the Polish victory lap in first gear. Smoke rolling out of the back of the engine, not because of a burnout, but the aftermath of the burnout. Highly, highly impressive. Well, he made it. Got the Polish victory lap in. There it is. Unbelievable. Only 2 cars finished on the lead lap. A 107-lap green flag run to the finish here tonight at Bristol, allowing the 99 car to pull ahead. That spin earlier in the race, very, very fortunate he didn't wreck the race car, but outside of that, it was a clean night. Patient, willing to stick it out on the short run. He did get the cautions when needed early in the runs. And then ultimately pitting there was a huge, huge difference maker in him running Cindric down because they were battling up until about just over 10 laps to go before he finally started pulling away. My goodness. 82 on the engine, 79 on the aero, and a 79 on the suspension tonight because we had to use our Super Speedway chassis. And I used the Super Speedway chassis because we don't have another Super Speedway yet this season. So I knew we weren't going to have to use that chassis again. We were saving it for this race, knowing we weren't going to have a short track chassis because 4 races ago, before Dover, so I guess 5 races ago, before the Dover race, we made the upgrade to go to 90 on the engine and an 85 in the suspension, upgraded the pit crew to 90 overall instead of an 85 like we have in the accuracy and the speed. And that won us Darlington. It didn't have anything to do with this race tonight. We got the job done here tonight as well. Unbelievable. And a stage win too, so 5 stage wins and 3 race wins on the season all of a sudden. That's 6 more playoff points going into the round of 8, which are, again, much needed. We'll see if we can get any more at either Vegas or the Charlotte Roval in the final 2 races of the round. We will still be racing for playoff points. And there is the points. The drivers above the cutoff line, the drivers below. Cindric with a huge day. That stage win was very good for him. A 2nd place finish as well. Not that great in stage 2, but he's still 31 points above the cutoff line. Harrison Burton came in as the number 1 seed, 25 points above. He didn't have a great first 2 stages, but he did end up getting a little bit better finish. He loses 3 points on the cut line, but still 22 points above. And he's been good most of the season, so I'd expect him to likely make it into the round of 8. But you look further down, Brandon Brown, great run tonight. He led laps, scored a lot of stage points. He came in 9 points below the cutoff line as the number 12 seed. He got the win at Iowa this year. Some might have called it a fluke. Well, he's 1 point above the cutoff line, tied with Jones. And then Noah Gragson, who DNF'd. was 20 points below the cutoff line. Alfredo came in -9. He didn't score any stage points, finished outside the top 10. He's 21 points back, and Jeremy Clements was also like right around 15 to 20 the whole day. He's 22 points back. I wouldn't say must-win situations for those three, but definitely an uphill climb to say the least. The reason why the fire suits are in green was because of the custom schedule mode and the paint scheme we've got there, if you were wondering why we don't have a blue fire suit. That is just insane. Unbelievable. Food City 300. .996 fastest lap there. Cindric led the most laps, plus that stage win. 92 laps led for him. We had to have led no more than 30 laps this entire 300-lap race, but we led the most important ones to get us into the round of 8. There's that tough break for Cindric. Yeah, we started 26. We qualified 26. Again, we did not have a short track chassis. But the cautions early in the stage, we only had one caution in the final stage, and it was that one with 111 to go. We restarted with 107 to go, and we were lucky enough we never got another caution. The long run speed paid off huge there. Plus, we had 15-lap fresher tires to kind of stick with them on the restart and not fade too far back. And we didn't catch Cindric until the final 30 laps of the race. Still, I mean, it literally took almost every bit of that green flag run just to get there. And then about another 15 to 20 laps of battling and through the lap traffic, back and forth. And finally, we were able to just pull away those final 10 to 15 laps of the race. It was unbelievable. Great race tonight all around, but there you go, over $700,000 plus that $56,000 right there. So we're not too far behind the $800,000. Oh, we got a hot seat offer too, so we can simulate this. Richard Petty Motorsports. Hopefully, we get that top 20 because we really need all the money we can get. I'm surprised we have hot seat offers this late into the season, but top 20, top 20, top 20. Probably not. Probably nowhere close. But boy, if we did. 29th. No, well, we didn't get anything. We earned more fans, but we didn't get any more money there. That would have been a huge payday. $112,000 if we would have gotten that. And next race is at Las Vegas. I said when we started the season we weren't going to get more than 3 wins into the year. For most of the year, it was looking like that was going to be the case. Well, we just got our 3rd win. I really hope that's not our last win. I really hope we can win this championship. Now, we don't have to win another race to win the championship. You never know, but you would like to think when we get to Phoenix, we're probably going to have to win the race, but we'll see. We really need to have a short track chassis by then. I really hope. I don't think we're going to be able to pull off what we did at Bristol. That was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing right there. We got it done tonight. All right, let's see. I think we can get 4 top 15s in 4 races. We might as well go for it because that'll lead us to Texas. Yeah, we might as well go for it because we need all the money we can get to hopefully get that short track chassis before Phoenix. On to the work plan. And with running the Super Speedway chassis, we saved our Speedway chassis for Vegas, so it will be maxed out with our departments at least. 90, 85, and 85. We'll get this road course chassis all prepped up and ready to go by the time we get to the Charlotte Roval. And yeah, so that's what we need. $1,225,000. We need just less than $500,000 from here on out. The Charlotte Roval's a big one because if we win that race, that's $363,000. There's no reason why we can't just with decent finishes from that point on get to where we need to be to get that short track chassis if we win that race. So that's still a big one for us. On top of the playoff points, obviously, to carry over into the next round if we can get it. thanks for everybody spending your Thursday night here with me. Jonathan Rogers, see you in the chat there very late. Didn't point you out, but thanks for tuning in. And, yeah, the unthinkable happened tonight. We are going to the round of 8. We won't have to worry about Vegas or the Charlotte Roval, but I highly recommend tuning in to see what happens next. Still got to fight for all the playoff points we can get. We have to finish in the top 15 the next 4 races now, no matter what, as well, to get our contract incentive bonus of, what was that, $70,000? And it doesn't show. Okay, $70,000 going into the next race. And, yeah, still need better finishes as well, so we can hopefully get that short track chassis. We only got 6 races left on the season, so ideally to prep the car to at least get it to the 90 overall for the engine, we're going to need to get the car after Texas. So we only have 4 races to get the short track chassis. I hope we can do it. So tune in tomorrow night. We'll have another career mode episode coming your way. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I will see you guys tomorrow night.